I'm going to take a stab only to say I want you to think about it, okay? The first we've talked about, right, is your belief systems. The hardwiring that went in your head when you were 0, 1, and 2. Have you ever challenged it? Because most haven't. And that hardwiring doesn't serve most people. And let's just take a wild, crazy turn. You know the percentage of young African Americans that are incarcerated, right? Unbelievable percentage. Well, but you think about how also the stats on how many are born into single parent families, right? You see how these things kind of add up. You go, well, hell, they never had a chance. They're hardwired. What they saw, what they learned, right? And so it's just every way you look at this, the proof says our belief system says where we go. And if we weren't blessed to be installed by geniuses at that level, we better look at it. Okay? The haves have looked at it. They've really studied it, and they've worked at it. The next thing the haves do is they've achieved mastery. Mastery. Mastery is a lost word these days. The craftsmen, the masters, where you know something better than anyone else. And you know why there isn't mastery? Because it's tough. It's tough. I mean, would you love to get in an airplane and the pilot come on the speaker and go, well, God, if anybody in here could tell me what all these little dials are for, I've always wondered. I'd really appreciate that, right?
Google it.
Yeah. You know, mastery is a lot of work. I have thousands of hours in aviation and in studying. I'm in another 5-day class the first 5 days of July. Hell, it just never quits. But to know something really well, that's what it takes, right? Okay. And in our business, I could black out 10 of these screens with what we need to know. I could black out 10 screens with what we need to know to be master real estate entrepreneurs. Now, some people look at that and they just go, oh my God, there's so much to know, I'm just not even going to try. It's just the overwhelm factor. And others go, step by step, that tall mountain is going down. And they just methodically go after it. They just start setting disciplines up, and they just keep learning and learning and learning and learning and learning. And I think that's what we've got to do, right? But you get the idea. There's so much to know in this sport, right? Okay? So we've got to become masters. The haves are masters. The haves don't blame anyone. They take 100% responsibility. If something goes wrong, they made the mistake. I made a mistake. Somebody rips them off, I hired the wrong person, right? They take it on themselves, they adjust, and they go forward. If you're a victim of anything, you're a victim of everything. And so it's crazy. They take it to the extreme, right? They show up to give, not to take. Common thread among the haves. That's their whole focus. They don't show up for what they can get, they show up for what they can give. Big one. I love how Jim Rohn puts this. The haves become valuable. I can hear him say this, God rest his philosophical soul. You know, all you have to do to make more money in the same amount of time is simply become more valuable. I can hear him say it. Just become more valuable. And it's so simple. You want to make more money? Be more valuable. It's that simple. High achievers, those who are very, very interested in ground speed. Not airspeed, ground speed. They want every ounce of energy to get them somewhere. I mean, you can go up there and burn gas and not be going anywhere. And a lot of lives are up there burning gas, but they're not going anywhere. You ask people, how are you doing? Oh, busy. Oh, geez, so damn busy. Slammed. I hear that every freaking day. That's not my question. Are you getting anywhere? Are you moving achievable goals down the line so that at the end of the day, you're further towards that intended destination. Because you can have a lot of airspeed and go nowhere. I've literally had plenty of airspeed to stay flying, and literally in a Cessna 152 was going backwards because the wind was blowing so hard. I literally sat there and hovered for 10 minutes till the wind died down so I could land the damn thing. You can go backwards burning gas. You got to get where you're going with your energy and effort. High achievers, they're cognizant. They create scalable systems. They know how to delegate very, very well. They have an abundance mindset. They don't get there unless everybody gets there, right? It's a win, everybody win philosophy. It's not, I'm going to be on the top and I've crushed all of you. I hate that phrase. How you doing? Ooh, crushing it. Don't say it that way. I lecture my students. I said, don't ever let me hear you say you want to pick somebody's brain, and don't tell me you're crushing it. Nobody wants to be a grape under your foot, right? Abundance thinking is, I'm going to get there, but because of how well I've treated you on the way. And the good news for all of us, high achievers drive a fast car. Real estate is a fast car. If you know how to steer it, it will get you there. We're not in a slow-moving sport. Big things can happen very fast if you know how to drive the car. So that's very, very cool.